Right. Should we go? Action.
Welcome back to InSense with your girls CJ
and Sasha.
But this time we're in 2021.
Oh my god, can you believe that?
Literally, I love that whole new year, new me, but it's really not. It's just like a elevated me, elevated us. Like, I feel like last year was hard, and I feel like we learned so much. But this year is about like really implementing it.
100%.
Whatever we learn, it's like this is the year to like we can't play. If they're gonna keep us in another lockdown, we can't mess around. And I feel like that's what this time is really about. This time.
I agree with you. I think this lockdown for me personally as well. Like it's like the universe, the government, whoever, whether Boris. It is, this time is like, okay, we're just literally having to level up on so many different ways. This time, again, I know we said this last time when I got to get it back, but I genuinely don't think we're going to get it.
I feel like this is the last straw. Like, if you really want that thing that you've been itching to do, like, why are you delaying it? Because I feel like it's... I said this to someone the other day, I said, bruv, I feel like I'm in jail. Right. I always used to say, can't I just go to jail to get hench? Like, I used to want to go to jail. Like, okay, I didn't want to go to jail. No, I didn't. But I used to always think, I'll be ripped if I go to jail. I'll go to jail. I'll eat good. I'll read books. I feel like I'm in jail, but for the good reasons. Like I'm at home.
This is a good jail.
A good jail. Like, and I know it's affecting us in so many different ways. Listen, I will never take that away from us and the people that's been affected by this pandemic. Jesus Christ, it's been horrible. But I feel like if we're gonna do anything with this extra time that we've been given, like use it, literally, and abuse it in the nicest way possible.
We have to abuse it, and I say this. I said this. Was it to you? I was saying it to the other day. I think it was. We were having a conversation because a couple of people were saying like, oh my god, I'm bored again. I'm gonna go back to like being unproductive, or like it's not a productivity test, and blah blah blah. And so many people are saying that. No, it's not a productivity test. But this is the time that it is testing you to become the best version of yourself. If you can't use this time and you're going to complain, as human nature in our culture, we complain a lot. Especially in the UK, right? In England, we love to complain.
Yeah, about everything.
About the weather.
I was just about to say, I get that the weather's shit, but like really, like we do complain.
So I think this is the time that's really, really gonna make you or break you.
Yeah.
Right?
And I feel like, last year really was so many people's like ups. Like we had times that people were creating their own businesses. I mean, we even created InSense. So like there's so many blessings that we were able to take from it. But then this time out, it just felt heavy. It was like, the start of a new year. We all thought that we was gonna be like coming out of this shit soon. We thought that we could travel soon, and it doesn't feel like that. So I feel like this is our reminder that, like, we said this before, like, it's a reminder, it's showing up again to tell us, listen, if you didn't get something done last time, here's your shot. Here is your shot. If you want to study that shit, if you want to learn that thing, if you want to, I don't know, like...
If you want to start singing, dancing, whatever it is, use the time wisely.
And I think the main thing that we've kind of, what this whole episode was going to be about is discipline. Like learning how to discipline yourself, your mind, your, like as you say, your distractions, and really implementing discipline into your daily routine. Because, listen, the pandemic's not going to be here forever. You're not going to have this luxury of time. You're going to go back to running a million things, doing jobs, having kids, whatever it is that you guys do, and it's so easy to say, oh yeah, I've got this time. We won't have that soon.
You really won't. You really won't.
And you're going to go back to that stress thing again, which we're all addicted to. We're all addicted to these like crazy stress hormones running from here to there. We can't live like that. And if we hadn't realised that from the first lockdown, then I don't know what we're doing with this time. So like the major thing that me and Sash did last year, towards the end of the year, we was like, we want to create something that's, I mean, we have each other as accountability partners anyway, but we was like, we just want something that's going to make more people feel accountable. And we created the hub.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can give a little.
I mean, I'm super proud that we created the hub, because it's in such a short time. It's become such a beautiful positive, empowering community. Not just a community, it's just somewhere where you can be, you know, in a place where not just us, but there's other people, like-minded people that are helping you become the best version of yourself.
Yeah.
So you're not, you know, when you're going through a change, a phase of your life, when you're doing it by yourself, I think it can be really hard.
And also, not everyone has a blessed enough environment. Like sometimes you do have people holding you back. Your intimate circle don't have the same kind of thought processes as you, and might not want the best for you. Like, you know, not in a horrible way, but in a limited way. They might think, oh, that's too much for them. Like,
but that's naturally, it's like that. You know, you have friends, you have families, you have partners. That when you're ready for that change, when you're ready to change your mindset, and the other person is not, it's gonna hold you back, because people will get irritated by you because they're not actually. No, people do get, just like, you know, on for example, on my Instagram, on your Instagram, people might look at it, they'll either get motivated or they get irritated. If you're that person that gets irritated by someone doing well, that means you're spending too much time watching what other people are doing and not what you're meant to be doing for your own soul. And you're not yourself, right?
And it's just a reflection on you and whatever insecurities are bubbling inside. Because if you can look at someone and think, oh, I don't know, that's just because you haven't got to a place of acceptance where you go, you know what, I'm not doing that, and you know what, I could be doing that. Instead, you want to be resistant and you want to be mad at someone else for doing their thing. Like, that's not what this is about. It's certainly what Instagram has become about. And we just are kind of that reminder to just say, look, if there's something within you that's kind of feeling on edge, maybe it's just that you need to work on something, release something, accept something, because there's too much judgment going on. Like,
way
judgment,
too much
blame,
judgment.
as you say, like we're a huge culture that is blaming everything and everyone and every situation that is not their fault. And actually, if you just take like the cojones and be like, look, this is my shit, and I'm gonna fuck this up, you'll take like responsibility of yourself, your life, and probably the people around you too. Like, you won't understand the impact you have on others around you. Like, you know, for me, Sasha has been on 5 a.m.s for years, and I've always been like, meh. I understood the concept. Listen, don't get me wrong. I understood the concept in a way. It's never that I thought she was crazy. I just was
I think a lot of people do think I'm crazy, but
for me, when we started the hub, it was about discipline, and it was the night before we started that you was like, no, it wasn't. We had a catch up. So every week we have a catch up call with everyone that's in the hub. We have a weekly meeting on Zoom. We check in with everyone, see how they're getting on. And before we started officially, we had this conversation, and Sasha was like, okay, so we're going to start 5 a.m. tomorrow. And I was like,
I didn't even give her a warning.
Are we? And my gut was like, why not?
Yeah.
For the first time, it was just like, why not?
Why not?
And I feel like, you know, I've been doing 7 a.m.s, which, if you know me, I'm a comfortable 11 a.m.er.
Like,
I'm happy to wake up at 11 and have a good old lie-in. But, you know, 7 was a challenge. But I was like, why can't I try 5? Like, why? And it was only me being resistant to change.
Right.
And to hard work.
To me, it's people when you say like, oh, you're going to get up at 5 a.m. It's, you know, what we learn from society or what's conditioned in us. It's like 5 a.m. is like crazy. Why would I want to get up at 5 a.m.?
People are sometimes going to sleep at those times. So.
Right? So, oh my God, like, oh, I can't get up. I'm not an early, again, going back to that, I'm not an early person. I'm not this, I'm not
Titles,
that.
labels.
What you're saying to your brain, right, is literally what your brain is saying to your body.
And you're continuously manifesting that over and over and over again.
So,
I'm not someone that's this, I'm this kind of person, I'm that. If you fucking say that enough times, you're not only going to believe it, you're going to become that. Like, trust me, and I used to say that all the time to you, I'm an insomniac, but I sleep late, but I sleep late. Until when I started meditating, boom, my problem was I don't have insomnia anymore.
Right.
I'm sleeping by 10, bye hon.
It's about literally being strict on yourself and being disciplined. And discipline, again, I cannot reiterate this enough. Discipline doesn't mean like, hi host Hitler, like soldier, let's go. Discipline equals self-love.
Yeah, right.
If you don't understand that, that means self-love, that you're giving yourself, you're committing to yourself, you're honoring what you say, you're honoring what you do, you're in harmony with what your core values and what your actual lifestyle is.
Right.
That equals discipline.
Yeah, just before Christmas, I was feeling so off. I mean, it is the week that we kind of got told that we was coming out of the tier 3 or whatever tier I was in. So I'd kind of lost my job again,
Right.
and then things were feeling uneasy and whatever, and I just felt so off. And I remember I checked in with my coach, and he was like, it's because you're not being congruent with the things that you're saying.
Right.
You're saying one thing and doing another.
Right.
You're saying,
Right.
I know that my morning routine helps me, and every time I do this, I feel good. But you're waking up at 11 and wondering why you feel shit. Like, it doesn't match up. So for me, it was about that, taking ownership of that discipline.
It's really,
and it isn't, like you say, it isn't about being hard on yourself or beating yourself up, because there's nothing worse than doing that either. This isn't about a guilt or shaming kind of place, like, especially not in the hub. Like, it's not that at all.
No.
But it's about understanding, why couldn't I do that this morning? What held me back today? Why am I feeling so resistant to this change? Like, you know, it's asking those really deep questions that are going to make our way of thinking change. And, you know,
it makes you more self-aware, right? Owning your mornings, owning your days, your life, like taking charge of yourself, taking charge of your thoughts, becoming the master of your thoughts makes you super self-aware. So every time you actually catch yourself saying like, oh my God, go back to bed, or like, oh my God, why would you want to get up early today? You're tired. You catch yourself. You're so self-aware, and you've practiced so much of that, that your willpower, you become like this beast, right?
I feel limitless, and I know we are all limitless potential, but like when you implement that into your day, you feel fucking like invincible. You actually feel like I'm ready. I've got shit going on.
Thank you.
But obviously we're gonna talk more about the hub and like what we've been doing over the last few weeks and how it's structured and everything. But we thought we'd give you a nice little taster of some of the people that have joined us and their experiences. Just a few videos, just a little clip of how they're enjoying and how their experience has been so far. So enjoy, and we'll be back.
For me, the InSense Hub has really opened my eyes. I always really thought that I was just struggling by myself and nobody would understand. But then when I joined the InSense Hub, I saw that there were so much more people like me, and that I wasn't alone and I wasn't struggling all by myself. And everyone in the group is just so positive, so sweet. And I've learned that failing isn't necessarily failing if you, like, for example, don't get up early, or don't do the meditation in the morning, or just don't feel great. You can always restart your day, think, okay, I'm going to start positive. So it has really impacted me on a really positive way.
Yes, it's your guy Renzo, and I just want to let you know, ever since I joined the InSense Hub, it's been such an amazing journey. Like, the people, amazing. Like, the group chats, everything, it's all amazing. We all lift each other up. They motivate me every day, you know. So, yeah, and the waking up early part is been great. Been getting up at 5 a.m. every day. Like, the stuff I've been getting out the way, like cleaning, going for a run, training, I've been doing so much more. My mood's been becoming more clearer. My mood's becoming better. My mental health is becoming more balanced. So yeah, I'm loving it. I love the group. I love the group chat. I love the people in it. The energy is real. It's like we're all one big family, and I'm going to continue going on this journey with the InSense Hub crew. Yeah, come on, let's get this.
Hi, I have been with the InSense Hub for a week now, and it has been really supportive. The community is absolutely amazing, and I've just realised how capable I actually am. Just having that little support and also resources that I didn't know that I could find has really supported me, and I look forward to more. And I also look forward to being my own resource for my healing and my support through this lockdown, and also through as a lifestyle.
So we hope you enjoyed the little videos, the little taster of what the InSense Hub is all about. We're just going to break down, you know, how InSense Hub actually works, because some of you may think, you know, if I join, what do I get?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Yeah.
It's a space again where you will come and you will get motivated daily, you will get motivated weekly, you will get set goals, you will have structure into your day. We implement routine, we implement discipline, we implement positivity, but in the most beautiful and fun way as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't feel like, yay team, go, like just kind of generic chat. Like I'm seeing real friendships being made and people who are actually like talking to each other outside of the group. So essentially we've got the main accountability group. So this is for like, you know, every morning, without fail, you wake up to messages saying, morning guys, and this is at 4:50, 4:55, 5 a.m. Yeah, right? Because again, this is what I said to Sasha, you know, the minute you see those messages, you're like, I can't go back to sleep.
Right?
I'm up now, like we're up together.
Yeah.
And again, even if you don't wake up at 5 a.m, you're waking up to those messages at 7, 8, whatever time it is that you're waking up, and you're seeing this love in the group and you're like, I'm ready to go.
Right.
And even if someone's not having such a positive or productive day, they're still saying things that, again, to do with mindset they're aware of themselves. Hi guys, like just checking in today. I'm not feeling so great, but you know what? I'm really grateful that we've all blah blah. You know, whatever it is, it's just a case of like acceptance. Right. Everyone's so present and loving in the group. Like, they're just there to feed off of each other and give each other constant support
and it gives you and other people the ripple effect.
Yeah,
that ripple effect of that positive energy, that energy that makes you want to go.
Yeah.
Because you know, like at the moment you may think, where am I going? It's January, it's cold, but this is the best time to go within yourself,
right?
To go within the discipline. Because let's face it, January generally is the shittest month of the year. Let's just keep it.
It's like come down, isn't it?
It's like come down
blues.
of like, you know, I mean, not that we had the biggest party in December, New Year's or anything, but it is a come down from Christmas, from overeating,
family
from
time
drinking. So like January generally is a tough month.
And there's a million things going on. You feel it's like overwhelming trying to keep up with everything and signing up to this and doing that. And then half the time, no wonder people fall off their New Year's resolutions because there's no something putting it into place. There's no practice behind it. And I think what we really made sure we said at the beginning is, please don't see this as like a 3-week thing, a month thing. And we're not talking about the hub, but just this for yourself. Like, you know, people want to, what is that saying? I will come back with it one day. I know it's like in my head, but I need to get it. Like saying something like, you want to see changes, but you're doing the exact same thing.
Right, so yeah, if to see change, you have to be the change.
Yeah,
right.
That's not the one, but that's very good.
Be the change that you want to see, right?
But like literally, if you want to be a different version of yourself, if you keep saying like, I want to be successful, and you don't feel successful right now, what does that successful person look like? What time of the day does that person wake up? What does their structure look like? And a big thing for me and you when we was doing this last year was like, okay, yes, this version of ourselves might be here.
Right.
Do I want to just keep looking at the version of myself that I could be, or am I just slowly going to become her? Like
you're not gonna see different results doing the same thing.
That was basically that's basically the quote.
So you're basically not gonna, if you keep doing the same things but you want to change, you're not gonna see results because you're literally you're on Groundhog Day every day, like from 10 years ago. Your routine is the same as 10 years ago,
and that shit is wired in you. Like it takes years. Well, it doesn't. It takes, you know, over 66 days to really, really implement a habit. But if you think your habits have been ingrained in you for years, is my point. I was an insomniac maybe from the age of 14 to 27.
Wow.
So that's years, 13 years of me thinking, but I sleep at 2, 3 a.m. But imprinting that into myself. Now all of a sudden, I am itching to wake up at 5 a.m. Yes, some mornings I might be tired. Yes, some mornings it might feel sluggish and hard because any change is hard. Shit, like it's just, you know, starting a new year, you do automatically have that extra little buzz because you do want a great year. We all fucking want to smash whatever it is that's in our like horizon. We want to do good. But you know, it's so easy to fall off of it. It's so easy. So, you know, again, like Sasha said, we have a structure every week. It's not detailed to the point where you feel like there's no flexibility and it's like, oh my god, I can't keep up. But it's like we have a focus for the week, and then we're checking in during the week.
We check in with you. We check in with you weekly. We check in with you, myself and CJ. We send voice notes to keep you motivated, to keep you going, because you know it can be hard. Like you said, it can can be. Even myself, I'm a female, for God's sake. We have periods, and you know, we have days where we're hormonal and stuff. So there's days you literally don't want to, but you know, you have that support not just from us but from others, and that's something that's really, really powerful when you do it as united.
It's like when I remember we was reading Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural, and they speak about, you know, when you meditate as a group, how much higher those vibrations are when you're meditating, you know. And he said that it was his aim to have, like, I can't remember how many millions of people meditating together at the same time, because imagine you're sending that amount of like love vibration into the universe, how much more energy we'd all feel as a collective. And you know, right now the hub has got, you know, over 45 people in, but I feel like that every morning. I feel like we're like a strong, powerful force
like all coming
moving
together, and that's what's different about us as well, CJ. Like, I mean, sorry, I have to, I gotta just big us up for a minute, just because, you know, there's a lot of amazing online stuff going on. There's lots of amazing things that, you know, that I'm inspired from as well. You know, there's a lot of fitness programs. There's a lot of people doing, like, you know, all these different stuff, and you know, but I haven't really seen somewhere where, you know, you have personal trainers for your mind, and that's what we are for you.
And it is that kind of constant training. It's not just like, take this one-off workshop with us. We're here, like, we're here. Not again, but like, I know that wellness can sometimes be very pricey and crazy, and I just think for £15 a month, and this sounds like we've never ever said that we wanted to do a sales pitch. Jesus Christ, that's not what these videos are about.
£15 a month.
But it works out as 60p a day. Yeah. And you think, for 60p a day, if I can like show up for myself and actually for everyone else, I'm getting my fucking money's worth. Right? Yeah. I'm online members for other things that are like similar prices, £15 a month, but I look at that as, that's my investment. I'll just go and spend £15 in within. That's a cocktail on a night out. I was gonna say around one cocktail, not even around the drinks anymore. That's like 20 years ago. I was just gonna say. I don't know where. I can't remember last time I did that. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's about investing in yourself, investing in your mind, investing in your body, and investing in around you, and who you spend your time with. And the more healthier your environment becomes, the healthier your mind becomes, the healthier your body becomes. You become conscious of what you say, you become conscious of what you eat, because you know, we all know I'm big on I get it on that. You become conscious of, you know, the conversations that you have, like if you're, and you soon realize like that energy kind of draining thing. You're going like, the minute you kind of have a conversation with someone that's not in alignment to your values and stuff, you kind of go, oh, like, this feels quite tight now. It's the energy vampires. Let's keep it real, okay? We all have energy vampires in our lives, but we, you know, when you're not aware and when you're trying to be a people pleaser and pleasing other people instead of yourself first, or putting yourself first, you end up being okay with it. You end up thinking, you know, I want to entertain this. Yeah. But as soon as you prioritize yourself, you become selfish. And there's two types of selfish, by the way. Can I just explain that? There's the selfish person that's self-obsessed and it's all about me. Or there's the selfish person that puts herself or himself first. Yeah. Prioritizes themselves first. So that they can then also help serve others. Like, you know, there's no point servicing and giving off of like a slug that's like not got any breath to give. Like, you have to feed into yourself. That's one thing. I mean, you taught me, like, Sash met me years ago, and although I was like thriving in business, I was absolutely dead. You were shattered. Like, shattered. You were shattered. Yeah, and I really do feel, and I've said this to you so many times in the last few weeks, I feel like I finally understood what the word balance means. I feel like I'm thriving. I feel like my shit is good. My work is tight, but I sleep peacefully at night because I'm not having to stress about the extra shit that we just don't need. That's why you was an insomniac, if you think about it, because you were thinking, your mind was. I didn't know how to sit on my mind, You didn't know how to settle, but like you said, as soon as you start meditating and centering and balancing yourself, that's when you realise, like, hold on a minute, this ain't healthy for me, you know? Sure. But yeah, this is why, honestly, guys, we can go on for hours about boundaries, about habits, about discipline, about your self-worth, your self-love, but without
again, selling this to you,
Yeah.
but I am going to sell it to you because it's what we do.
Yeah.
Right? You just come, even if you want to come and try for 1 month.
Yeah.
Try it for 1 month. And you know,
Well, you know what? Even if you don't join us, commit to something today.
Right.
Just like get out that notepad and pen right now, or even your phone, and just write one thing. One thing that you're like, do you know what? I've been putting this off. I really fucking want to do this. I really want this.
Right.
And just do it. I'm telling you now, if you can't even do it for 10 days, you've got to really question where you're at and what you're prioritising. We all prioritise our jobs and, you know, again, like you say, the kind of meaningless relationships that we sometimes fall into.
Right.
What are we really feeding ourselves? You've got to ask that question. And I feel like, you know, again, you might be resistant coming off of this this video, but I think if there's something like urgent in you that's like, okay, I'm going to go and do it. Don't procrastinate, because that is another thing that's holding us back from all that discipline and that goodness that we can get. So
do it right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Go.
Go.
What's